Brenda Shad is a notable figure in the fashion world, celebrated for her Native American roots, descending from the Choctaw and Cherokee tribes. Besides her success on runways and editorials, Brenda is also an active advocate for Indigenous peoples' rights. She founded the Native American Children's Fund organization, which aims to support Indigenous children in areas such as education and health. The photograph titled Gertrude Three Finger Cheyenne was taken by photographer William E. Irwin, whose career spanned from 1871 to 1935. During the period between 1891 and the early 20th century, Irwin passionately dedicated himself to capturing the life and culture of Native Americans, becoming known for this specialization. His work offers a deep and respectful look into Indigenous communities through his images. The 1926 photo portrays Bear Bull, a revered elder of the Siksika tribe, a member of the Blackfoot group from northern Canada. A striking detail in the image is the intricate hair braid that Bear Bull wears across his forehead. This meticulously crafted braid symbolizes his position as the guardian of a sacred bundle, an integral part of the medicine pipe tradition. Oglala Chief Longwolf, also known as Shunkmanitu Hanska, was a historical figure who was nearly forgotten for about a century. His story only regained prominence in 1997 when mentioned in several newspaper articles. Longwolf passed away in 1892 while participating in the tour of the famous Buffalo Bills Wild West show in London. Around 1901, photographer Fred E. Miller, renowned for documenting the life and culture of Native American peoples, captured an image titled Sisters. This photograph depicts two sisters, Whistler and Hits the One Who Rides the Gray Horse, on the Crow Reservation, also known as Apsaluk. In the early 20th century, Iron White Man joined the famous Buffalo Bills Wild West show, one of the most renowned traveling spectacles of that time. His participation placed him in an environment that combined entertainment, cultural demonstrations, and artistic performances. The ground on which we stand carries a profound meaning that goes beyond our everyday understanding. It is inherently sacred. Every particle, every grain of sand, is imbued with the life essence of those who came before us. Chief Plenty Coups, Crow Tribe. Indigenous peoples understood the importance of avoiding inbreeding to ensure the health of their dogs. To prevent this issue, tribes brought dogs from other communities, introducing new genes. This practice also accounts for the diversity of canine breeds often mentioned in historical books. The photograph titled Sioux Urchins, Boy and Girl was one of Huffman's first creations after his arrival at Fort Keogh in eastern Montana. Taken in 1880, the image portrays two young children, possibly siblings, from the Sioux tribe in a studio setting. In 1953, at the height of her fame, Marilyn Monroe visited Vancouver, Canada, leaving a significant mark. During her stay, she met Chief Joe Mathias, leader of the Capilano Indigenous community. The encounter between the famous Hollywood actress and the respected Indigenous chief was a culturally significant event. In the 1880s, Chief Spotted Tail, also known as Singtigleska, played an important role in the Brule Lakota tribe. He was a respected and influential leader, especially at a critical moment in Native American history. In 1901, a photograph was captured at the Fort Hall Reservation in Pocatello, Idaho. The image shows members of a northern Shoshone family, a local indigenous group. The portrait reveals the expressions and faces of the people living in that community on the reservation, offering a glimpse into life at that time. In the early 18th century, the Comanches, distinct from the Shoshone, began a significant migration. They left the Rocky Mountains and settled on the vast plains, becoming one of the most famous tribes in the flat regions of Texas. Each photo tells a unique story. In the featured image, a woman from the Northern Cheyenne tribe, dated from the late 1920s or later, is depicted. She proudly holds a cane and wears an elaborately decorated scarf. Her eyes reflect memories of countless nights spent around campfires. In the early 20th century, a photograph of a woman from the Oglala tribe was captured. This image offers a profound look into the life and culture of this Native American community of the American Plains. As a precious record, the photograph not only preserves the identity of an Oglala woman, but also immortalizes the era in which she lived. The Shoshone are a native tribe originally inhabiting the Great Basin region in the western United States. Over the years, they expanded their territory, moving north and east, settling in areas that now correspond to the states of Idaho and Wyoming. Once, at a train station in the 1930s, a photograph was taken, capturing the essence of the daily life of an American Indigenous woman and her child. This unique image gives us a window into the everyday life of this family, although it does not reveal much information about who they truly are. Dan George, a respected leader of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation in British Columbia, Canada, guided his people from 1951 to 1963. In addition to his leadership roles, he stood out as an author and poet. Impressively, George only began acting at the age of 60, adding a new facet to his already remarkable career. Lucy Thompson, the tribal leader, played a pivotal role in Yurok history, an indigenous community located in Northern California. Born in this region, Lucy distinguished herself as the first to document the history and culture of the Yurok people. Growing up immersed in her tribe's traditions, she also learned English, enabling her to record and share the rich cultural heritage of the Yurok with a broader audience. Cianina Redfeather Blackstone, born in Eufaula, Oklahoma, was a notable singer, artist, and activist of the Muskogee Nation. Her life and career left a lasting impact on both her people's history and Native American culture overall. Her contributions as an artist and advocate for indigenous rights are remembered to this day. The Bannock tribe has deep historical roots in the Great Basin region, spanning southeastern Oregon and southern Idaho. This challenging region shaped Bannock life over generations, leading them to develop an intimate and adaptive relationship with the nature around them. Ahway-Ayu, known by the name Bonita Flor, was born in 1908 and was part of the Seneca people, an Iroquois-speaking indigenous nation with a rich cultural history. Traditionally, the Seneca lived south of Lake Ontario, one of the majestic Great Lakes in North America. The photograph, taken in 1872, shows a member of the Arapaho tribe, known for its rich cultural tapestry and significant influence among Native American nations in North America. The Arapaho have a notable presence in the United States, standing out for their contributions to the continent's cultural diversity. In this fascinating 1908 capture by photographer Roland Reed titled "The Moose Call," we see a member of the Ojibwe tribe in a moment of serenity, sitting in a canoe on the calm waters of a lake. He is engaged in a unique tradition, using a hide or bark to emit a distinctive sound. This remarkable photographic artifact, dated 1906, shows a captured moment from the Caddo Nation, whose territories historically stretched across parts of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Known for their dedication to agriculture, the Caddo were also characteristically cautious in their dealings with strangers. This photograph captures the war chief's tent in the Shoshone village, located in Wyoming, around 1870. The tent, more than just a dwelling, was the command and leadership center of the chief. The image illustrates an important aspect of Shoshone life and culture, revealing how this community organized and lived. Captured in 1898, this photograph depicts Hachasnaka, known as Little Chief, a member of the Arapaho tribe. The portrait is an authentic window into the identity and cultural traditions of the Arapaho in the late 19th century, offering a unique insight into their community through one of their leaders. The community, originally known to Spanish explorers as Pima, but identifying as Acamel O'odham, or River People, has its origins in the ancient Hohokam people of the Sonoran Desert. This photograph, taken by Carlo Gentile in 1870, shows members of this distinct community, capturing a historic moment of their long cultural heritage.